The last 2 years, price has been in its lowest, what I would call factor in the business. It's
Yeah.
been get me the product. We're going back to the good old days, folks, where every price discussion is going to be a rock fight. And you've got to be ready to improve your workflow in order to compete and take share and maintain your levels of profitability.
So John, we've been doing a lot of research around tracking the behaviors at the end user level. And over the last 2 to 3 years, there has been this unprecedented level of price increases that both manufacturers and distributors have passed on to the end customer. And our research is showing this effect called, price increase fatigue at the end user, to where the end user is starting to push back aggressively on any new price increases. And more importantly, they're actively initiating programs and initiatives to where they're trying to take cost out of their business in order to protect their margins. Now, we know that manufacturers and especially distributors over the last 2-3 years have really benefited from new levels of profit through all these price increases. And the challenge now is, how do we help manufacturers and distributors maintain those margins moving forward without necessarily taking costs out of their business? So, John, what are some of the ideas that we're recommending to both manufacturers and distributors through this?
Yeah, I think it starts with putting things in work streams. Then there's basically 3 work streams for maintaining and improving profit as a manufacturer and as a distributor. So the first is sell side improvement. So what do you sell your product for to either the distributor or the end user? And that starts with customer stratification, product stratification, pricing optimization. How do you get the right price at the right time to the right customer? That's its own work stream. And there are very proven approaches for both sides to do that effectively, where you're delivering value, but you're getting paid for the value. The second work stream is really improving on the buy side or the cost side, right? So what are you buying your products for? And then how do you improve that? The way to do that is in terms of get more important to fewer people. It's almost that simple. So if you are, as a distributor, really tightly aligned with one manufacturer in a product category, you can ask them for price advantage that then you can take out on the market to help them grow, right? Give me a better cost and I'll go out and grow your business. That's a winning proposition. It's also the same side on a manufacturer side, right? I'm going to provide you a better first cost and you're going to give me more share. The last side is program improvement. That's really tracking everything. So building the processes in to where you got a hole in the bucket, right? You're catching the water, So here's what I'm losing on the cost side. How do I track that? How do I improve that? What kind of programs can I put in place that help me, the manufacturer and distributor, partner together better? So those are really your 3 work streams that you've got to really build out a plan in to maintain profitability. Because James, the last 2 years, price has been in its lowest, what I would call factor in the business.
Yeah.
It's been get me the product. We're going back to the good old days, folks, where every price discussion is going to be a rock fight. And you've got to be ready to improve your workflow in order to compete and take share and maintain your levels of profitability.
No, I love that, John. So manufacturers and distributors know this moving forward. The end customer is pushing back a lot more on these higher prices, and they're actively looking for new ways in which they can take costs out of their business. So there are 3 ways to address this. You need to first look at it from a sell side. Make sure that you're working together to actually justify the prices in which you're bringing to that end customer. Make sure that you're adding value and effectively communicating the full value of what you're offering. And the second work stream, I think as you call it, John, was the cost side. Make sure that you are partnering with the right suppliers to where you're getting the best price possible from your suppliers, and then you can bring that to your end customer. And the third area is really on program management. Make sure that you are consistently identifying areas in which you can take cost out of your business and deliver more value to your end customer. And that's going to come down to really understanding the different things that you can do with your supplier base and working with your end customer. Great insights today, John. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks, James.
Thanks for watching today. If you liked what you heard and you want to put some of these ideas to use with your team, reach out to us at dorngroup.com. If you want to continue to receive more insights like these from manufacturers and distributors, follow us on LinkedIn and YouTube.